Say a little prayer for you. Say a little prayer. I'm gonna knock on your door and rap on your window till you come back to me. That's what I'm gonna do. Woo. Hi everybody on YouTube. This is your girl Nicole Tyler. Hi, hello. Today is Sunday, September 2nd, 2018, y'all. I just want to say thanks to all my new subscribers. Please continue to come back. What did you all think of Aretha Franklin's funeral? Homegoing. Man, I'm telling you, I think that we all was with Aretha Franklin. We went to heaven with her. And the ones that were supposed to come back down to earth, we're here. We came back. I mean, that funeral was fit for a queen and her subjects, which was us. People who were watching all day long. I watched the entire funeral, y'all. Yes, I did. I watched the entire funeral. And oh my goodness, she had who performed? Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, Fantasia, J Hud, Jennifer Hudson, Jennifer Holiday. I liked Ariana Grande, but I'm glad they had her at the beginning of the funeral, her performance, because it didn't move me. She's a good singer. She has a beautiful voice, but when it comes to gospel singing and screaming and hallelujah and all over the place, no, that was not the place for her. I loved Faith Hill. I believe her and Ariana Grande was chosen by the Queen, Aretha Franklin, to perform. But Faith Hill, she was giving it all she had to try to keep up with them gospel singers, because I know that she knew where she was at, and I knew she had in her spirit to but it just would not come out. It would not come out, Faith Hill. But I liked your performance, girl. I was very exhausted after the funeral. It was 9 hours long, never ending concert. I was just exhausted. I was hungry. I had to remind myself that I was not physically there and that I had to get up and get me something to eat, okay? Stevie Wonder, he came, at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening at night. You all didn't see it. It didn't end for a long time. Gladys Knight. People thought that Gladys Knight was sick, was having health issues because she was very thin. I liked her hair, but it was a little bit too much for her thin frame. So people came out of there, because I watched it on my phone, and I still had my phone on, and people were saying, we need to find out, is Gladys Knight okay? Is she having some type of health scare? I was like, what? After this long funeral, I done got me something to eat. I done nourished myself, my mind, because I got weak watching the funeral. I cried throughout the whole day watching the funeral, because people had such great stories of Aretha Franklin, how long they've known her, what she did for the civil rights movement. She was a civil rights activist. She was just a person who always donated and gave monies, and all the stories was just so powerful and emotional, and I was crying. And then towards the end, they started talking about Gladys Knight being sick. I even saw right after the funeral, I started seeing in the headlines how the pastor, I don't know his name, he supposedly mistakenly, accidentally groped Ariana Grande. And I guess because I was watching on my phone, so I couldn't see it as clear as I thought I was. But he apologized. But did he really do that? But I guess he did, because I'm sure it's airing all over the world. And he apologized. I mean, people are nitpicking the funeral, but it was 9 hours. You all gave people a lot. You all gave people a lot to talk about. I was really hoping that Farrakhan would speak, or if he didn't speak, if he spoke, you all tell me at the bottom of the comments. I didn't see him speak. He was on stage the whole time. Jesse Jackson, he, has gotten old. He can't really stand long, or if he's standing, he gotta keep on moving. If he sits down, he needs help getting on back up. May all the prayers go with Jesse Jackson. Gladys Knight, if she is having some type of health crisis, the gospel community love to shout and scream. I don't know about that. I'm not a shouter or a screamer, you all. I'm just a talker. And I like to sing, but I don't shout and scream when I sing, okay? But I guess they're trying to get the devil out the people, so they gotta shout and they gotta scream. I love seeing Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson is 91 years old. Man, all the prayers are with that woman. That woman looks so good. I even loved her big hat. She had on this great big amazing hat. I loved it. I love that hat, you guys. I'm sure people out there probably trying to buy that hat. I think the hat had a mind of its own. She did some poem to Aretha Franklin, and I bet you that hat was talking to Cicely Tyson. Because it had a mind of its own, y'all. A lot of people up there talking about Donald Trump. What was up with that at Aretha Franklin's funeral? You know, I just felt that it was not the place to talk about Donald Trump. It was in poor taste. And it just goes to show you how our people are still sleep lost. We need some guidance. We need some better leaders. What it represented to me as well is that a generation is leaving. And what is leaving us to our own devices. And as you can see, what has happened in the last 75 years, the African American, black, Negro, colored people has gone down. Our communities have gone down. Education has suffered. We have more and more black on black crime. And we're still playing the victim. Another thing is we're still believing that Bill Clinton is the first black president. We're still believing that Barack Obama was a very good president who did a lot for the black community. Hillary Clinton was there. Farrakhan was there at the funeral. The funeral was fit for a queen, but our people, the African American people, you all should just continue to search for the truth, search for answers. Especially if you think that Obama was a good president and Bill Clinton is the first black president. Those two things just did not sit well with me. The pastors talking about Donald Trump. Aretha Franklin she worked for us, but she performed for him. It just was in poor taste. I respect the queen. I'm sure that she's resting in heaven. She's up there still singing for the greats, and she's still up there with James Brown and Michael Jackson and all those people up there in heaven. You all have a great, great Sunday. Happy Labor Day. Tomorrow is Labor Day. I'm out here still shopping with my son. My pockets are getting very low. So you all support your girl. Come see me. Say hello. He's riding on the freeway. I'm loving a pink Cadillac.